Good morning, students. In the last lecture of object oriented programming, we learned the loop statements as well as loop control statements. In loop statements, we studied the for loop statement, while loop statement and do while loop statement. And in loop control statements, we studied about jump statement, go to statement and exit statement in C++. Now, in this lecture, we learn the next point as a scope resolution operator in C++. In this lecture, we learn the scope resolution operator. The scope resolution operator is denoted by this symbol, and this symbol is created by using double colon symbol. Scope resolution operator. C++ language supports a mechanism to access a global variable from a function in which a local variable is defined with the same name as a global variable. Means the scope resolution operator is used to get hidden names due to variable scopes so that you can still use them. The scope resolution operator can be used as both unary and binary. And it is achieved using the scope resolution operator. Means, for example, you have a global variable of the name myVar. Consider the example. If you have a global variable name myVar and a local variable of name myVar, to access global myVar, you will need to use the scope resolution operator, and the scope resolution operator is denoted by the pairs of colons. Means, by using the scope resolution operator, you can access the global variable in a local variable. Means, global variable's value is accessed in a local variable by using the scope resolution operator, and the scope resolution operator is denoted by the pair of colons. For defining any scope resolution operator, you want to follow the following syntax, that is double colon sign and then variable name. Consider the program which demonstrates the use of scope resolution operator. In this program, there is this is an iostream.h header file is included. Then next, here is an global variable declaration. Here one variable a, which is of type integer, is defined, and a having the value of 10. Then in the main function, there is another one variable which having the same name as a, which having same data type as a integer, but it having a value 15. This is a global variable. Global variable means this variable is accessed throughout the program, means outside the class also, but here is an local declaration variable or local variable, means that variable scope is limited for that function only or limited for that particular program only. Then in main function, there is another one variable a of integer type is defined and which having a value of 15. Then the values are displayed by using cout statement. The values of the particular variables are displayed. For displaying local and global values are displayed. In local, the local value of a, for displaying the local value of a, simply displayed the a's value, which means 15. Here local variables a's value is 15. So here displays the value of a is 15. Next here global a's value is displayed. Scope resolution operator we are using for accessing the global variables value. Here scope resolution operator is applied for the variable a, means here global variables value is assigned, means here global variables a's value is 10. Then next scope resolution operator is again applied for a and a having a or a initialize the value as a 20. Then again the values are printed or displayed. First displayed the local value of variable a. Here the local value of variable a is what? 15. Then it is first displays the value of 15. Then next global a's value is displayed. Either global a's value is 20 because initialization is done with this variable of scope resolution. So here's a value is 20. So when you compile and execute this particular program, then it displays the output as local a's value is equals to 15 and global a's value is equals to 10, means this statement is executed. After executing this statement, next scope resolution operator is applied for the variable a. Then next these values are displayed. Again local variables a's value is 15, but here global variables a value is 20. This is displayed. This is a scope resolution operator. Next point is the memory management operators. Memory management operator. The name itself suggests memory management for allocating and deallocating memory for a particular operation. The different operators are used in C++. Means memory management is a process of managing computer memory, assigning the memory space to programs to improve the overall system performance. But why the memory management is required? There is a question. Because as we know that arrays store the homogeneous data. So most of the time memory is allocated to the array at the declaration time. Sometimes the situation arises when exact memory is not determined until runtime. To avoid such a situation, we declare an array with maximum size. But some memory will be unused. To avoid the wastage of memory, we use the new operator to allocate the memory dynamically at the runtime. In C language, for dynamic allocation of memory, we can use malloc and calloc functions. And to release the memory, we are using free function. Means in the C language, for allocation of the memory, we use malloc and calloc function for memory allocation. And for deletion of particular memory space, we use the free function. Means in C language, we use the malloc or calloc functions to allocate the memory dynamically at the runtime, and free function is used to deallocate the dynamically allocated memory. C++ also supports for the same task. The two operators are for the dynamic memory management, namely new delete operator. Means C++ also supports these functions, but C++ also define a unary operator such as new and delete to perform the same task like allocating and freeing the memory. These two operators perform the task of allocating and freeing the memory in a better, simpler and easier way. In C++, by using the new and delete operator, we can easily allocate the memory for the objects. Also, we can also deallocate the memory in a easy way. These are the memory management operator. Let's see these operator one by one. First is the new operator. The new operator is a unary operator. The new operator is a unary operator that allocates memory and returns a pointer to the starting address of the allocated space. Means a new operator is used to create the object, while a delete operator is used to delete the object. Means when the object is created by using the new operator, then the object will exist until we explicitly use the delete operator to delete the object. This syntax is used to create the object using new operator. First, here is an pointer variable. Syntax is the pointer variable is equals to new data type. Means pointer variable is the name of the pointer. Pointer variable is the name of the pointer variable, and the new is an operator, and data type defines the type of data. Means in this syntax there are three parts. First one is the PTR var, means pointer variable. This is the name of the pointer variable. New is the operator, and data type defines the type of data. For example, here are some example: integer star p, float star q, then p is equals to new integer and q is equals to new float. Means here p is the pointer of type integer. Here p is the pointer of type integer, and q is the pointer of type float. Q is the pointer of type float. P and Q must have already been declared as pointers of appropriate types, or we can combine the declaration of pointers and their assignments. We can also combine the pointers and assignments. Let us see. Here the P and Q are the pointer variables, and that are defined with their particular data type. And here by using the new operator, that particular P and Q allocates the memory at runtime, means dynamically. This is all about new operator. Then next one is the delete operator. The new and delete operators are used by C++ compiler for allocating and deallocating memory. As we know that the new operator is used for the allocation of memory space. Same way the delete operator is used for deallocation or free the memory allocated by the new operator. Let's see the use of delete operator. The delete operator deallocates or frees the memory allocated by new. Means when memory is no longer required, then it needs to be deallocated so that the memory can be used up for another purpose. And this can be achieved by using the delete operator. There is an syntax for defining delete operator. First we want to use delete and then we want to give the pointer variable name. And that pointer variable is the pointer to the data object which is created by the new operator. For example, delete P, delete X means in the previous case we have created two pointers P and Q, but now I don't require the P operator, so I am deleting that particular operator by using delete P statement. Then if the array is allocated by new, then to free it we use the following syntax. Means for deleting the array from the memory, we require to delete a particular array pointer variable. So that we use the syntax delete, then specify the array size and that array name. And if the array size not specified, then that array is deleted by using the syntax delete square bracket A, means here size is not defined, means here a array is deleted from the memory. This is delete operator. In short, there are two memory management operators present in C++. First one is the new operator. New operator is used for allocating the memory and delete operator is used for deallocates or freeing the memory. Let's see one sample program for the new and delete operators. See the program. Here in this program, in main function, one variable of character type or one pointer variable of type character is defined. Character star x means x is the variable name, pointer variable name which is of type character. Then next, by using new operator, x allocates the memory, it allocates the memory character of 10 size, means maximum 10 characters can be in char array. Then message will be displayed, enter string. Here message is displayed, enter string. Then that string is entered by using cin statement. Then inputted string is displayed by using cout statement, and then after completing the use of that particular variable, particular pointer variable, we delete that particular variable by using the delete operator. Means here the allocation of memory is there, and here the deallocation for the memory is here. Here is an allocation of memory and here is an deallocation of memory for the variable x. While compile and execution of the particular program, this program, then first message will be displayed, enter a string, then one sample string will be entered, then next the string will be displayed, and after displaying the string, that pointer variable is deleted or pointer variable's memory is deallocated, because we use the delete operator after displaying the particular string. This is the use of new and delete operator. This program demonstrates the use of new and delete operators. See the program. Okay, thank you. In the next lecture, we discuss about the concept arrays.